Shout out to the lifers. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. We're going to rip it up with this Saturday night. I got so much to go over, so much to talk about. A nice week, daily candle close. Strong, baby, strong. Let's go, baby. Let's go. We got this. Bam. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Let's get that music back up and running. It's Saturday night, baby. Let's go. It's Saturday night. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Let's go, baby. Babe, it's Saturday night, babe. Woo. My first Saturday night in Florida feels like I'm dancing on ice, baby. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one. How would you be dancing on ice in Florida? I know. Don't try to make sense of what I'm saying. Just, you know what I mean? Dancing with the stars, dancing on ice, whatever it is, man. I feel like I'm dancing. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Kind of want to get back into this, and I'm going to show you how to dance. We're going to dance together. We're going to start off, and we're going to dance. I'm going to teach you how to dance. All right? So you get onto the dance floor, right? You get those hips ready. Got to get those hips ready. All right? All right? You just want to grind a little bit. If you're a man, you want to get the girl feeling comfortable, you know? Just kind of let her know you got that vibe. I'm not. Or you can just sit on the back. Don't chance, just pick up my pants and do the rock away, right? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, breaking it down with me. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I want to keep the energy up, keep the vibes high as Bitcoin pumps right now as I go live, of course, right? Let's talk about what we saw happening. We saw this as a possible retest of this key area and a bounce. The 1 hour looks like it wants to boom to the upside right now tonight. Let's talk about this. Let's break it down. Might make a trade right now. And I'm telling you right now, I didn't even have to look, but I bet you the 1 minute just crossed that 200 maybe an hour ago, half an hour ago, something on that nature. So we didn't want to break back inside the bigger pattern. Remember, that was going to be a no-go. You break back inside here, you're dropping down to the bottom of the pattern. You must stay out, stay fresh. We had the golden cross in the 1 hour, which told me that we could be getting a nice move to the upside here. $64,000 for Bitcoin. And wow, let's get excited. Let's get happy. Let's get crazy. Let's get absolutely loony. Shout out to my lifers, baby. Shout out to everybody here. Bang, bang, bang. How's everybody here? Shout out to Seek Parabolic. Shout out to Stephanie Stankiewicz. We love you, Stanky. I'm sorry, that's not right. I'm sure I'm not the first one, though, right? I mean, shout out to Stephanie. We love you. I appreciate you. Bumping Crypto Live for music in my rod. Shout out to Joel Machine. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Shout out to Stas. Shout out to Crypto Bellico. You know, Bellico is the Latin term for war, right? Or in America, you know, war. Warish, you know? Bellicio. Bellico, baby. Shout out to my man, Crypto War. Shout out to Ray Gutowski in the house. Ray, man. My number one, Ray. I love you, brother, for life, man. Every time I look at my things, every time I sit here and relax, man, I think of you, bro, for the rest of my life when I sit in this house. And, man, you're a blessing in my life, man. Thank you so much for everything. Shout out to Ray Gutowski in the game. Yo, he's going to be a future billionaire, man. I can see it in his eyes. The guy is a grinder. He does it nice and neat. Once everything completes in those charts, man, every day just keep adding to the charts. You're going to nail it. I'm telling you right now, keep saving that money. Keep building the mind of a millionaire mindset. You got it. You have 10 trucks, 100 guys working for you, and you'll be grinding and making 100 grand in a week trading. Your life will be, you're on your way to something big, man. I could see it in your eyes. You're a blessing in my life. Shout out to Crypto Billy. You're another blessing in my life. Multi-millionaire, who cares? But he's a baller. But he's also, his heart is as big as his wallet, man. And he's just a nice guy. He's one of the most beautiful people you ever meet. Crypto Billy in the game. Patrick Leishman, God bless your new child, right? I believe you had a new child. I think I could be messing around, but looking fly in the tropical. Thank you. Yeah, compound interest is the 8th element of the world. Yep, those who know it benefit, those who don't are burned or something like that, right? Is the thing he says. So the 1 hour is low on the stochastic. MACD has a lack of bearish momentum and wants to make the cross. See how it wants to cross. And the RSI went down on the bearish divergence. So we pulled back like we talked about. Remember, I said we'd probably come back to the 21-day moving average. So remember, we got pumped up last night. And I said we'll probably come back down to the 21-day moving average, right? And here we are almost 24 hours later from my update. And we came back to the 21 as suggested. We bounced twice. And now look for this nice move further up to the upside. So I'm just going to get rid of everything and we're going to restart fresh in case I'm missing something, but I'm pretty sure that's the retest of the bigger triangle. And just if we don't leave anybody hanging, we'll just look at the smaller time frame for a second in case there's something big we miss right now. You know, you never know. But to me, that's a little bit of a flag. Your measured move is the length here. And so you're looking for a pop up to 65,450, right? And remember, if we can close a weekly candle above 65.5, I'd become one of the happiest guys you've ever seen. I'd be like, wow, this is unbelievable. A weekly candle above 65.5. Are you kidding me? Are you telling me that that's happening? And I would be like, whoa, this is a big deal. So if we get that, I'll freak out. I'll start dancing. You know, we want to break the 8 hour 200 MA. We got it. That's something that really has to happen, right? So until we break that, I'm still not believing in all this move. But the 12 hour, as long as we hold above it too, very bullish move for the 12 hour. All right. And so remember, if we ever break below this line again, I'll have to flip bearish. But if we never go back below this line, we are going to have a massive move to the upside. The last time we touched it was our low. And the last time we kind of hang out was below it a little bit. So you can clearly see that in a bull run, you don't go much lower than this and hang out. And even in a bear market, you can see we mainly stay below it from April all the way till January. So almost a year, that's just... So it's the 12 hour is powerful. It's very powerful, to say the least, in my humble opinion. All right, so nothing to chase at the present moment. Let's take a deep breath. And this is why I like my analysis. Right now, you want to rush in to the 1 hour. You want to trade it. You want to grab it. You want it all. But, let's just take a deep breath. I wish I could say this one joke, and it's not appropriate for the ladies. But it's you guys know the joke, and I can't say it. But the guy's like, why don't we run down and and then the old bull's like, why don't we walk down and just do it all, right? Like, I think you might know the joke, right? It's a young bull and an old bull. But the idea is, you know what I mean? We could take our time and still get it all, right? We do not ever have to be in a rush. Once your life is complete, you believe in God, and you're living on that higher love frequency, you're just... Honestly, the word being in a rush almost doesn't make any sense. Because most things you're doing are planned. Every once in a while you might get in a time pinch, but for the most part, like, everything should be pretty planned out, and you should kind of know what you're doing and shouldn't be in a rush. When you're in a rush, you should wonder what's happening. Haste makes waste, right? The devil is, the devil moves in haste too. Like when someone's pressuring you to do something, it's usually because they're pushing you to do, they're manipulating you, and it's funny. Once, I was just noticing how when I had less money and I was more manipulated, I was rushing around all the time to get somewhere, had to get somewhere, always late, you know what I mean? And once I had my life put together, worked from home, started trading and learned how to make money off my computer, and then, began the YouTube channel, and then the rest is history, is, it's like I realized I didn't have to be rushing for anything. You know what I mean? There was no reason to rush. There was no reason to bug out. It was all good. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. 626 beautiful souls, 167 likes. Let's get those likes up to the watchers on the Saturday night live stream. The live stream. The live stream. Yeah, it's a stream. What do you mean? You don't know what I'm saying? What do you don't understand, right? It's a stream. It's a live stream. It's a stream. It's a live stream. Grayscale had positive net flow ETF for the first time since January. I know, right? Finally. And actually, it wasn't even negative. It was positive, too. So, I'm 107x long from 62.8 holding till 70K. Wow. This guy's got guts of steel, and he's in for the long haul. Well, I'll tell you right now, this is what's called a bullish pin bar, a bullish hammer. It's a bullish candle on the weekly. All right, that closes like this. That's going to be very, very, that's a known reversal candle for Bitcoin, for anything, for any market in the world, but that will be an amazing close. All I want is that. I'll take it. Anything above the, 62,000, I'll take it. So I'm loving this reversal. Look, a bullish engulfing candle on the 3-day chart. These are big signs for Bitcoin. All right. We're in a falling wedge. Falling wedges break up 68% of the time. And we negated so far the head and shoulder pattern. That should have continued to dump. We did not. We got stuck off. We got held by this high volume node. Look at that this teensy little node. This little, I can't say it, but I want to say it. This little nipple of a, it's just a tiny little nip of it was just so small, right? It's just a small, hey, I have a nipple. So I guess a man has a nipple. I guess I'm not being that rude. It's like my little nip. Sorry. I'm going to take a drink and act like we didn't do this. Act like I didn't say that right now. We're going to start over. We're going to start fresh. Crypto Billy, don't start with just the tip, man. This guy's ridiculous, man. You guys are crazy. Shout out to everybody here. He's stupid. Okay. I love the stream, man. The stream Saturday night, it always gets funky, man. I'm telling you, I try to let my I want to be a good man and always be respectful, right? But there's I've always been a bit of a class clown, and I've always been try to get I want to make people laugh, man. Me and my friends, we've laughed so many times. I've just done something so ridiculous, and my friends just can't believe it, and we just laugh to the point of no return, Anyway, 3-day chart. Moving averages getting far apart, but starting to get that consolidation again. We could start to slowly get, and it looks like we might have to go up and down a little bit and pull these moving averages in. It may take a couple weeks for this to clean its act up, but it also says we may not go lower, right? And what do we also see happening here for Bitcoin that I keep reiterating, and I'm going to show it to you guys every day. And that's what this channel is special about. It's we stay on the topic, we stay on subject, we don't bounce around one day. We don't say one thing and then go to the next thing, which I'm not saying anyone else does that. I'm just, we stay strong, right? And so looking closely at the RSI, the relative strength index, look at, what does it mean? The relative strength index. You say it every day, but you don't even know. What are you saying? What are you saying when you say the relative strength index? And I could be a little bigger, right? What are you saying when you're saying the relative strength? Well, relative means compared, right? If you want to know if something is if we had 10 people in a room, we want to know who was the most who was older relative to each other. We'd all say our ages, and then we line up just from maybe youngest to oldest, right? And that would be relative to you. I'm 40, you're 38. I'm older relative to you, right? Anyway, so you take all the strength that this thing has ever had, all the pumps it's had in its life. And the relative strength index can compare all the pumps it's ever had, and then use those pumps and then compare it to the pumps you're getting now, and then give you a value of how high that pump is comparatively to how much pressure this asset can hold. And it even gets somewhat progressive. It can, logarithmically can add in as time changes. And so your and an index is when you just write down all of it and put it together, right? An index of things. So the relative strength index, you're indexing all the relative times and the strength of all those pumps. And this is basically comparing those and telling you, well, compared to all the last few times, this is very high. And that's why the relative strength index is so beautiful. But honestly, the hidden bullish is the key. And that's what most people miss. And so, we did think, it did look like hidden bullish here. We made a right shoulder. And honestly, it's good that you make a very bearish pattern, because that's going to, how many people still might have shorts up here thinking, no, that's the head, they're in disbelief. See, I'm not in anything. I'm open-minded to a short or a long, and I know once I'm above key moving averages, like the 12 hours above the 200, I know that I'm more bullish now. The 12-hour breaks below, then I'm more bearish. These are simple concepts that I back-tested for 8-9 years, so I don't have to even think about them. I'm not even questioning them. I don't even have to say. So if I see someone shorting now, unless they're scalp shorting, a small short, I kind of snicker to myself, because I'm like, wow, they don't realize that we're above a 200 MA on the 12-hour time frame. And again, but their short still may play out, and they may snicker at me. I may be wrong. And I shouldn't snicker at anyone. You know what I mean? But it's more like, I kind of want to eat a Snickers now. If I had the drum roll and the laughter, it would work right now. Ba-dum-tsh. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. No doubt, Meet the Grams had to be locked and loaded. He baited. Don't talk about. Shout out to Will Deuce, man. Love you, brother. I hope everything's going well. I don't know. I hope I'm not interrupting some type of conversation. I shouldn't be. Hey, Lifer, can you please check PNG? Thank you. God bless. Shout out to Nina Adeline. That's a beautiful name, Nina Adeline, for the $4.99. I think that's a woman. I you know what I mean? I hope. I'm sorry if it's a man. Shout out to Crypto Billy in the house. I think I'm 18, but I'm tired. Interesting. Oh, GF Bergman. It's funny, EMA is a great indicator, and it's indicating buy side is being delivered or below. Sell side is been delivered. You're young in the most mentally and spiritually draining time. You got this, though. I have so much faith in your generation. Pumping. Oh, wow, we're getting the pump. And I'm late to the party right now. So that's what I'm seeing here. And so we had this falling wedge, and then we kind of broke out today, eventually. Beautiful move. And that's, remember, where we left in the live stream today. I was like, can we get a breakout back to the upside, remember? And the trade last night was out this move, and we got in here and we woke up in massive gains in the trading group. So if you're in the trading group, we long this last night and then woke up to gains in the morning, right? And then we watched this flag play out. That's interesting. It's getting a little overbought, but it's got a nice flag that it broke out from. Measured move takes you to my third area here. So yeah, 65,500 basically. 65.5. That would be amazing if we get to 65.5. So look at our 15-minute time frame. Still has legs and breaking out. Bit of a W pattern here with a higher low, right? 1, 2, 3. So that tells you got to break this resistance to remain bullish. If you can't get back above 61,200, right? 61,150, expect more downside. Like, you got to break above this. Otherwise, it's just a symmetrical triangle. And it has a 50-50 pattern. We have to, like, don't get too induced by the long, right? And look, there's a gap here in the VRVP. And there's some chunk right here. And so it tells you, hey, if you can't break above 62.4, 64.2, 64.150, you could say if you want, you're coming back down to test 62.7 possibly, right? And then you're back inside the pattern. And so you really, like, it's actually a bigger deal, because if this smaller time frame decides to lose the juice and we decide to break back inside this pattern, we're coming back down all the way possibly to 55K. You see what I mean? Like, we're not out the water yet. Everyone thinks, oh, it's, you know, we get a pump, and everyone forgets, like, we're just trading a range here. You break back inside here, it would make, you know, it wouldn't be crazy for this to happen, right? And for us to range, and before we, you know what I mean, if we're lucky enough to get on out of it, now we could get out of it here. This would be key. So this level is huge. And I'm going to scribble a little more, just whoa, and I'm just messing around. But this level is huge, you know, because if we break down tonight and end up back inside the pattern, it's no go. But if we stay inside this beautiful triangle and we get a break to the upside, it's going to be a pretty good sign. So this is key. This is, you know, and look, you can see we definitely kind of hit the top of the triangle, got resistance, and we didn't break above the previous high at about 61,140. Resistance for Bitcoin. Resistance for Bitcoin. Unbelievable. So here's the deal. We're in some type of chop. It's Saturday night, low volume. You never know. But so, you know, we're going to get tight, and then Bitcoin's going to have to make a decision in the next basically 2 hours. How can you figure that out? You can hit shift. Make sure you're in the plus sign here. Hit shift. And you can tell I just love using that paint tool. I guess I'm out of my mind with it. 3 hours and 30 minutes. Look, 3-3. 3 hours and 30 minutes. Today I bought food. It was $77. I'm telling you. And I was with a lifer. He watched it happen. It's crazy. This is how I ended up in this house, because everyone know how I ended up in this house? Does anyone know how I ended up in the house that I'm in right now here in Florida? Anybody know? Anybody know the story? See how many people, because some people, like, more people know the story than I realized. Does anyone know how I ended up in the house that I'm in? I moved to Florida. All right. Burke goes, you move. Yo, Burke's one of my favorite people, man. Funniest dude ever. Like, I can't wait to hang out with you, man. Someone is planning 400 plus Bitcoin sell side last few hours to stop the pump on different prices. Your mom. No, want to bet. Shout out to Stas, right? No, so I was on the live stream and I started saying, I'm going to move to Florida. Like, I want to move to Florida. Like, you know, yada, yada. I love this place. I'm just going to move there. And you just start speaking things. That's what you do. Like, you get this idea in your mind and you start speaking, you start speaking into reality. So right now we have an overbought 15-minute that just made an M pattern at resistance. And, you know, we could break back down to this 200 MA. We're not out the water yet, everybody. And we're getting some strong resistance right here at 61,000, 64,130. And 64K, again, seems to be a bit of a problem. So I want to caution you that it's not all lovely in Lawtown over here. Okay? Lawtown is actually Lawrence, Mass. They call it Lawtown. You should run on us when the live lifer fam and anyone who is new to the stream can in the right place mentally. Live in love and gratitude. Amen, man. Thank you. Crypto Dog 6969. I love that you said that, man. Thank you. You move because no capital gains tax. You're very smart. You were ready for a change. Who knows? No, but how I moved, like how it works out. Like, how did I end up in the house that I'm actually in? Like, yes, I moved to Florida, but how did I end up in this specific house? And so look, everybody, just to, not to, like, as I'm talking about, the move and all that fun stuff on a Saturday night, you guys come here for TA, and I don't want to, mishandle. So we're oversold on the stochastics RSI on the 1 minute. And look, we got a stern rejection. And we broke the 200 right now, which is a bearish sign, right? But we're just a little bit below it. We need the 1 minute to show me that it can consolidate here. Otherwise, the 50 minutes going to put pressure, and we are going to start to take a drop. And it looks like we would go back to 62,007. All right. I'm not saying that's a guarantee. And then we'd be back inside the bigger pattern. And these beautiful moves today, I would love to see this bull pennant its way out to the upside. So right now there's like a 50-50 shot. To me, it looks more like a symmetrical triangle than a bull pennant. So we're 50-50. So my edge is a little taken, but I'm going to wait for some information. And if I get some more information, I can get a higher edge of a 60 to 70% probability rate of what's likely going to happen for Bitcoin. So right now, we have to remain bearish unless the smaller time frames can give us a bit of a push here back. So what we want to see in the next, I'd say, half an hour to 40 minutes, the next 41-minute candle, we need to see is to break back up here and come here and, like, really, So that's what we need. This starts to break here. Bearish retest to the downside. Okay. You could wait for either move, the bullish retest out or the bearish retest down. Anywhere in here, you're playing with a higher risk. Okay. Break above here, look for a 1 minute retest of 64,140 would be beautiful. Absolutely key. Like, that would be the safest and less riskiest way to play this. Again, it is low volume though. So the retests don't work as fast and as great. They might come down a little low, and then it's now when there's a lot of people in the market, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we get a faster read. You know what I'm saying? Because the volume gives you the bounce. So anyway, I started talking on the live. Hey, I'm going to move to Florida, like I'm talking now about this story. And I was just, hey, I want to move to Florida. This is what I want to do. I just think it's the right move. Florida looks like the right place. And so someone on the stream messaged me on stream, was like, hey, my wife's a realtor. You should hit us up. I'd like to take you out. I manifested meeting you and taking you out on a boat. I want to take you out on a boat, And so she was like, someone messaged us. And so I was like, well, I'm coming to Florida in a month or two. And he's like, we live where you are. We'd like to take you out on a boat. I said, I want to go out on the boat so bad, So we message them, we meet them, they take us out in a boat. It was a lovely time. And they showed us so much of the harbor of Sarasota. It was absolutely beautiful. Look, massive dump here for Bitcoin now. And you can see the 1 minute lost to 200 MA, which is a bearish sign. Okay? Once you see the 1 minute losing the 200 MA, that usually means the cake could be sold here. It's not over yet. It is lower volume, but look at that. That's like manipulation. It's very rare you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 straight minutes of selling. Very rare. Look, when's the last time you've seen that? Look, in all these successions, you haven't seen it. Even in this dump here, it's like 7 or 8, a bounce back up. Very rare you get solid red that much. Just brrr. We need a bounce here desperately, like right now. We got a V. This has to be some type of V-shaped recovery, like right back up. Otherwise, this is going further down. Yeah, so Bear City here to the downside for Bitcoin on Saturday night. We came into a pump, right? As we started the live stream, we pumped from, maybe 64,000 up to 64.2. And then we've been dumping ever since. So they take us on a boat. We go in a beautiful boat, and then his wife's like, I'm a realtor, and I'd like to show you guys some different homes. And so then we looked at a few homes. The next time we came, or it might have been the same time. Yeah, it was the same time. We got just like one or two good days of nice weather, and then the weather changed. And we probably looked at 10 or 12 homes. Created a good relationship. And my wife and the realtor, who's a woman, they became good friends. And, you know, they just hit it off. And, like, she's also a really awesome, caring person who loves her family. And, like, I don't know. It was just a good match for us. And we started looking at more properties, and she made it easy. You know what I mean? And she's dialed in. She knows people. And she's helped us so much already. Like, she's come over our house numerous days, 4 or 5 days since we've been here. Helped us with our furniture, helped us make sure things are put together, helped me, you know what I mean? Just make sure everything's complete. And it's just been amazing. And that's that lifer. Like, every time someone comes from the channel, the whole point is, so she found the house that we're in. She helped us out, and she's just been an awesome, you know, not only a good realtor, but she's just always been there, you know? So shout out to Mindy. We appreciate you, Mindy, and we love you. And shout out to Mario, man. You're the man, dude. Yeah. So let's see if we can get this bounce back to the upside right here. And no real strong bullish div either. A little bit on the 30-second. Look, it's tiny 30-second bullish divergence. Tiny. But it is bullish divergence nonetheless. But it's tiny bullish div. Overbought right there quickly usually means you're going to see more dump side. Man, that was a dump city. Just crazy, right? Saturday night dump time. Right when I go live, 8 p.m. dump. Right on the daily close. Looks like we're going to take another little dump here. The move would be to 63,500. And that's where we would have to put in a bit of a stand, you know. Mindy Valdivia. There she is right there on the stream. Mindy, we love you. I don't like to say people's last names too much, but shout out to Mindy on stream right there. Crypto Lifer and Baby, so happy to hear the story about your realtor. Yeah, so like that's how we found the house. Like, again, how did I like everything comes from the channel, man. We got our movers from the channel. You know what I'm saying? I only trust the people that I brought in through the channel, man. They're the people that I trust. They're the people I want to work with. They're the people because they live in love and they know and they have that frequency. You see what I'm saying? And so here's the dump to the downside here. We're calling this little flag on the 32nd because, you know, you got overbought stochastics and you made a bear flag. See if you can get a little more divergence. Could be our little local bottom on the day there. So you try to make a double bottom here now. See? It's attempting to double bottom now. I usually do not live trade Saturday nights because it can be sketchy. And we already made a good trade today. Like, I'm already up on my trade. So why? I was like, why play games? I woke up in gains and then I cut it in half, moved the stop to break even. And then right before we got our further bigger downside, took a good night's profit and called it a day. Look at that nasty drop. Fast too. Look at that. Just blah. Look, a tiny head and shoulder pattern on the 5-second chart. Wow, look at it going almost right to my first target too. Crazy, right? Look at that. How did I know it was going to happen that fast? I don't know. And look, it bounced right off the yellow line that I made. At 63,485, it went to 63,480. That's crazy if you look, right? The low of the candle was 63. Let's see, 480, and I had a line at 485. I don't know how. Looks like more downside is coming though. This is a kind of a bloodbath out of nowhere. Some nasty selling coming down here for Bitcoin. I took some profits on Tucker. Yeah, Tucker was doing well. Let's take a look at what Tucker's doing right now real quick, just for a second. Honestly, I just found this new coin, AITAX. Brand new project, tiny market cap. But you know what? It's got an interesting concept. I did talk to the dev. I didn't do anything. The dev just was like, hey, what's up? I got this, you know, he put it in. I looked at it on Telegram. But I didn't take any money or anything like that, I promise you. I just was like, all right, you know, let me look at the coin and find out what it is, right? So I usually never even answer messages. So who knows? This could be, we don't know what could happen, but it looks legit so far. It's got locked liquidity. There's a lock there. That's I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but that's a better than anything you want to see, right? But it would be an AITAX bot. You see what I'm saying? Interesting. Tiny coin. I don't even know if it has a website. That's the thing. Like, I was trying to see if it has a website yet. And again, it could turn to zero, right? I'm not trying to get my whole community behind it at all. I want to make that really clear. I'm just like always looking at things that I find. I'm like, You basically look at all your stuff. It would be an AI taxes. So I think it's something. Even if this just turns into nil, I think it would be something worth developing on a bigger scale in real time. I'm not saying they didn't do that. I don't want to put this project down. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. But it's in a falling wedge. It seems interesting. You might just want to write it down and follow it. That's all. Sometimes I just follow these coins. I don't buy them. Flipcat, interesting. I always be sketched out when I see no locked liquidity, I don't chase after these memes, everybody. I think it's a bad look. Okay, back to Bitcoin. Came all the way back to the level, and now it's sitting right there again at this, and it's attempting to do an inverted head and shoulder now. And I am on the 5-second chart, but Bitcoin was just falling pretty fast, and I couldn't seem to get much information on the bigger time frames. Now, are we back inside the bigger pattern is the question. That's what I want to see, right? Not yet, but look how far away the 4-hour is from the 21-day moving average. It does suggest we do have to come back to the 21. That's what I do see happening here. So that's something that is on the radar. And why did the Bruins have to take it to Game 7? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? Like, against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Are you serious? Like, are you serious? Like, we were up 3-1 on the series. Like, that's how we're going to do this? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Put the game away like you're supposed to and get it done. Get it done, Boston. Get it done. It's 0-0 first period. Man. Shots on goal. 9 for the Bruins, 4 for the Leafs. All the way from downtown, Stephen Curry. I can't believe it. I've never seen it like that. Paul Pierce for 3. All the way from downtown. Funny, I was with some people today and they were like, my buddy Mario was like, can you do the Marky Wahlberg voice? And honestly, like, I could do it alone here in the studio. But like, it's hard to do in front of people. I actually choked up. I was just like, I turned red and it was hard for me. And I never thought I would. I've never thought about it. You know what I mean? No one ever really asked me to do it in person. So I just didn't know how to react. So look, we might be double bottoming here off of 63,500. You see, there's a chance. But the smaller time frames don't look amazing. Can we get the reversal here, though? I consider this a divergence, and I'll show you what I mean. Divergence means that the lines diverge. They divide each other. And so you have this very sharp decline. But there's nowhere, even though this does go down, the RSI, and you can double click the RSI and look at it, it doesn't go down like the other one goes down like this, but this goes down like that. So if you were to draw the angle of the other one, it's like this, and it will cross. And if they cross, it's a divergence. That's what I've learned. So that's why I've been able to identify divergences where other people can't see them based off this idea. All right, and this might just be a Saturday night liquidity grab for anyone that thought they could hide at 63.5. And they may just, but what we now need to do is break back inside the bigger pattern. Otherwise, it might be a bearish retest to the downside like we were waiting for. But they definitely made it interesting, and we didn't consolidate, and we just got a nasty dump to the downside. Bitcoin went all the way from 64,180 down to 63,488, almost $1,000 drop for Bitcoin in about 30 to 40 minutes or less. All right. So here we stand for BTC. Next level I'm looking at is 63,250. And you can see we got a little bit of resistance going at about 63,533 for Bitcoin. Shout out to all you beautiful people. Your arms look thick tonight. Thank you. Are you getting excited? Does that get you? You got hey kid, you got thick arms. Hey, I like those arms. Hey, how do you update my membership? Lost my green. You got to just jump on in and get another one. Someone sent him a membership. I wonder to which underdog team Boston loses to the finals. Thank you, Stas. Appreciate you. Cheers, man. I remember that. But I mean, agreed, bro. Agreed. It's well deserved bickering or commentary, because they've been ridiculous. They've been amazing all season, and then like to give it up. Girth Brooks, that's funny. I got that girth. Honestly, I never knew massive pipes were required for trading. I'll hit the gym. I think it's just the camera, man. I'm a tiny guy, man. I'm not that big. I just make it look good. You know what I mean? You gotta get this though. You gotta get this little thing going. A lot of tricep dips. Hit those triceps, man. You know what I mean? Just don't be a wimp. You know what I mean? Go for it. Go for it. Let's you gotta go for it, man. You gotta go for it. And then you gotta be rock solid. Like, so when you feel it, like it's rock. Like a rock, baby. Anyway, I love myself, as you can see. But you know what, as I always said, is if you can't love yourself, then how do you love somebody else? All right. People that live in hate are willing to hate on you. People that again, you can't be full of yourself, but you can be full of love for yourself. All right. From someone who wants you for 5 views, congrats on the house, Emmy. Love you loads, man. You deserve the blessings in your life. Love you. Shout out to Stone One YGM, man. You're the man, dude. I remember when you first started watching me. God bless you. Yeah. Swole Jackson, my man. You guys are funny, man. Love the channel. Enjoying life. I can derail alive. Sorry. Yeah. PNGR. Yeah, exactly. Immediately the views plummet. Greetings from beautiful Rotan Bay, Honduras. Oh, you in Honduras, man? I gotta come check out that cool little Bitcoin community that they're working on right now. Invite me in, man. I will come on in. I'm getting my workout in after work. Can't wait. That's amazing. Marion Chronos Chain, gonna be the super all this season. Thank you for telling us. Don't say it again, or you're gonna be hit as a spammer, and we don't want that. Sam just discovered what a channel. God bless Gerard Julian. We love you. We appreciate you, man. Saturday night's my fun night where I do stupid things and I try to make you laugh at me. I make fun of myself all night on Saturday night, right? Like, don't take me seriously on Saturday night. Take the TA seriously. We're sitting and doing TA, but it's Saturday night, you know? Right now we're watching a bit of a Bear Flag. And this is a song everybody seems to like. It's got this, like, I think she's speaking Japanese. I don't know. And we have a dance session in the middle of the stream. I'm in a good mood. I feel good. I want to spread love throughout the world. I want people to feel good, baby. And, you know, if I can make you smile and I can get you up, if I can get you going, that's why I just, you know, yo, Crypto Billy, man, I love you, man. I'm feeling everybody's energy here tonight. And it feels good to be alive with each and every one of you. It feels good to be here. I feel grateful. I'm full of gratitude. I'm full of love, light, and happiness, and I'm appreciative of what we have going on. So look, we have a serious rejection at 63.5, and it looks like we want to come on down to 3,240. That just looks like what we're going to see here. All right. Watch out for those arms when Sammy's dancing. You guys are stupid, man. Definitely got me smiling. It's the weekend we club here in the charts. Bang, bang, bang. Sammy and the Lifers, we're all good. Eating chocolate in bed, watching the Lifer. Yo, Crypto Billy, what did you do today, man? Were you out in the boat? Were you hanging with the kids? Were you planting? Were you washing the cars? Did you do all three? Everybody wants some waffles. Recently, everybody wants waffles. I just couldn't find the exact coin. So waffles, is this it here at 4%? Trap House? Or is it waffles? Or is it waffles the cat? You see what I'm saying? Or is it waffles? That's the problem here. Liquidity 4K. I just don't see that. That couldn't be it. Volume $38. So boom. And so I had problems trying to find waffles because every time I looked for it, I just found a coin that didn't make any sense. Maybe this one is it? 785,000. And so this is why I couldn't find basically Bride in San Fran. Oh, you're in San Francisco? I had waffles this morning. No joke. I know you did. No, it's waffles the car. I sent a trend line. The cat, brother. I know it's waffles the cat, but I don't know which waffles. And that's the problem. That's been the issue with waffles for me. I can't find the actual right waffles. There's just too many. There's too many. All right. We're at a $32 million market cap. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. That one has had me waffled. It's supposed to be easy, right? So we had waffles this morning too. Too many cryptos out there. Did anyone know the actual name of the real coin? Which waffles is it? I'm looking at the comments here. Nobody's saying anything. Which waffles? If you guys know so much about waffles. See, this one has the 3.2 thousand market cap. This can't be it. We don't know. See, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Only you. Don't do anything like that again on my channel. You'll be kicked out. And you're going to be put on timeout for 24 hours. And don't say stuff like that ever again, please. I don't know if waffles is legit, but I know it's a honey pot with waffles the cat. I just ate 5 waffles, I swear. I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did. Okay, so we're looking at Bitcoin small time frame. Now we got a stronger bullish divergence. This may be our nightly bottom here for Bitcoin. Because that's how the RSI works, right? We look for this divergence, and that's a beautiful div. That's what you want to see. That's textbook divergence there. Swing down while that swings up, right? That's what you want. That's what you're looking for. That's the sauce, Alito. That's what I like. That's what I like to dip my chips into. That's the mango salsa right there, right? That's that, like Mario was talking about today. That's that Mexicano, right? All the way that real, that mama, your abuelita made. Yo, abuela. Mi abuela. Salsa es muy bueno. So we got a beautiful bit of bullish div there that could bounce us up. Now we got to break back above 63,005 to remain bullish, 63,550 to remain somewhat bullish here for Bitcoin. All right. And again, remember, this is just, some antics here on the smaller time frame. It also could be setting up for a bearish retest here that breaks us further down. The only, decent thing so far is we did not break back inside. Right here, we fought our way from, we almost had a shoulder, head, and right shoulder, but we fought our way from breaking back inside the pattern here. I tell you what, I wouldn't just start trading Saturday night, one of the worst nights to trade. So why are you live, Sam? Because I like to go live on Saturday night because not many people do. And it's a fun stream, and it's a different type of stream, and it just adds to what we do here every single day on the channel. All right. So let's look at PNG and R. All right. My wife brought home some tamales that was being sold on the corner. Those are the best. Yeah. There it is right there, 3.2 million. This is it. This is the real one. This is Waffles. I found it. This is the real deal. Holy, Yeah, it ends in DMB. Dave Matthews Band starts in 8DO. So that's it. 8DO DMB. That's kind of how I identify. And look, it's got the Adam and Eve double bottom. Look at that. The textbook Adam and Eve double bottom, known to break to the upside. For Waffles, let's watch this, but this suggests that you are going to get a move here to the upside for Waffles. And if any coin's going to move, it's Da Vinci's coin. And he didn't make it, but the team loves him and he loves them. And there's definitely a mutual respect, and they're having fun with this project. And I believe it's going to do numbers. He's got a big enough channel. He knows enough people. People will talk about, I'm talking about it. I have respect for Da Vinci, and he's a funny dude. He was telling people to buy Bitcoin at $1, right? So he's been there. He's the OG. He said, just buy a little bit. What's the worst that can happen? All right. Now here's the question. Was Bitcoin made by the CIA? That's the question, right? And we've all talked about that for a long time. People have gone back and forth. Ben did a pretty good job in Ben's recent video. If you watch, BitBoy Crypto V2, he did a great video talking about Nick Szabo, who basically may be Satoshi. I think there's a chance that really, I think Hal Finney had something to do with the beginning stages. And there's some other players behind the scenes there. But we all knew that cryptography was taken from NSA, and NSA had the first beginnings of cryptography, and they had electronic cash was basically the same idea for Bitcoin a long time ago, right? So, do you guys know who made Bitcoin? And have you ever thought about, is it the one world currency to put us on a digital ledger? All right. It's Jonathan Sompalinsky. Is it the NSA? Yeah. Sam, would you be able to look at PIKA Moon? Well, look, that looks interesting. That's an Adam and Eve double bottom, a known bottoming pattern there for our beautiful friend Waffles in the game. And there's PIKA Moon, which actually is getting a lot of buzz. I hear about it more than I'd like, honestly. PIKA Moon, PIKA Mon. I don't know. I'm not getting the ability to see the chart here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening there. Let me reset. It's got a $70 million market cap. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with PIKA Moon there. Maybe I'll have to look at it on Dex Tools. PIKA, though, it's actually listed, which is interesting. So we can look at it here. $11 million market cap. Came out the beginning of April. Really has just been going down the whole time. Has a bit of an Adam and Eve double bottom there too, though. You see that? Could the memes start another move? You know? Look, another pump and dump from Cheeky Crypto. First MDV, then Fedora, now PIKA Moon. Don't get got, folks. Yeah, be careful from PIKA Moon. Like you said, you never know, man. I'd be careful. A lot of people shilling a lot of nonsense out here. So I'd be wary. I'm teaching you how to trade. That's my goal. Their goal, a lot of them, their goal is to shill something from that somebody is giving them money to shill. All right. I luckily, shill my own stuff, and I have my own channel sponsors that are really awesome and that shill, great, that are like really good products. So like the crypto.tax, right? Where you could get, awesome information about your taxes. You could even message them right here live. Crypto Lifer special pricing. Get 25% off when you say you're a lifer. Get yourself a free consultation, and maybe you've done your taxes, right? You've already done them. But this is where you could maybe go over them again, find out if there's anything you're missing. Maybe you left a write-off off the table. Maybe there's money that you're overpaying that you don't even know. Maybe there's a better way to set it up. Maybe you should be doing it, I don't know. I'm not a CPA, but this is really the way where to start. So I would go to the crypto.tax and find out what's happening. The guy worked for Deloitte, one of the biggest, financial institutions in the world. He knows what he's talking about. He runs his own businesses. He's spot on. He's a friend of mine, and he's a blessing. So check out the crypto.tax. At least get yourself a free consultation and find out more about it. I'm telling you right now, you'll be pleasantly surprised. So let's go back down with our top-down analysis. We got caught up in the very small time frame. And let's just take a look at what happened with our daily close. So the daily candle closed beautifully. Opened at 62,882. The high was 64,540. The low was 62,000. Well, I just had some. The low was 62,541. The candle closed at 63,892. We go up $1,010.03, 1.61% on the day. So it's a green candle. And we've had 3 green candles now in a row since the reversal, right? And that is a reversal, a known reversal pattern. It's called tweezer bottoms. Once I saw this candle close, I became more bullish. And then we got the follow through the next day. And the smaller time frames gave us the longs. And we were able to actually pick out some nice longs. And we've been hitting trades nicely in the trading group. So if you've been in the trading group, you've been catching the longs with me. And we've been having fun. So, and just by paying attention to what's happening on the 200 and focusing on our flags and waiting for the 21-day moving average and just doing what I do, I've been able to pick apart this market and get myself into some good spots to make some trades. So, yeah, but it looked like we double topped here. I mean, I see a bit of an M pattern with a lower high and bearish divergence kicking in, almost a slanted head and shoulder pattern in a way, right? And losing the 21, do we dump for more? So, to me, it seems like somewhat of a rejection. Try to say, okay, we broke out and we're just attempting to stay outside. That's how I've been looking at it recently. And we retested right there. So to me, it's all about can we consolidate longer and stay inside? And even this kind of has some symmetrical vibes, right? So we either break back out to 65,350 and on to 65.5, or we break back inside the pattern. That's kind of what I see happening here. And then we look for confirmation. And then I'm just looking for confirmation of a reversal on the smaller time frame. And this just brings us back to right where we were. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything. See, and that's how I go all the way from a daily, from a weekly, all the way back into the smaller to the bigger time frames. And that way I don't get caught up, and then I'm open-minded that anything is possible. See, I used to be stuck, it has to be bullish now, it has to be bearish now. And again, you want to see the probabilities and trade that probability till you see something change. It takes years for your brain to get this good at changing. You never get amazing at trade. I never like to say I'm a good trader, honestly. The second someone's like, you're a good trader, I'm just like, no, don't say that. It's like, don't jinx me. Right now, things are going well for me in my trades, right? But it's a constant discipline. You can lose it if you decide. That's why I didn't go hard. If I tried to overtrade while I was moving, I could have ruined a lot of good moves that I've already made in the past. You got to know when to pull it back depending on lifestyle, what's happening. It's more than just trading, right? There's discipline in all things in life. You got to learn your discipline in life, period. That'll come into play in every facet of your life. You'll be disciplined in everything, all right? Your marriage, your kids, how you treat your family and friends and all that. Looks kind of an inverted head and shoulder here and then a breakout. It suggests that we're going to pump to the upside. You see this? Let me show you what I'm seeing. I see this as an inverted head and shoulder here. And that wants to break out 68% of the time to the upside here, right? And then we have this gap of the VRVP. So it says we can get back to 63.5 pretty fast. Looks like we're gonna look. There we go. I had to speak of my what I say, and look at that. Crazy, right? And I'm able to see the reverse. See, now I'm able to see where price is gonna dump. So I could see the dump come, and then we can see the bit of a pump come now, right? We even had our target for the dump. I was off by like not too bad. It ended up going lower all the way to 63.420. And now they're going to eat the shorts. The people that are just, if you're not able to watch the smaller time frames and be on point, they're going to eat you alive right now. They're going to eat you alive. So many people can't see this. They're not going to play the 30 second, the 1 minute. But if you don't know what you're doing, you shouldn't be trading tonight. Okay. Someone's just getting liquidated right now pretty hard. Use the VRVP on any time frame. Yeah, it works because it's showing you liquidity wherever you're at. I mean, that's a beautiful gap in the VRVP. You're likely to come back to this liquidity. Also, let's talk about it. Let's talk about some fair value gap that we see here, because there's some massive fair value gaps. So here, like where the candle came and this candle came, you have a huge gap in the, that's liquidity right there. And you can see the VRVP high volume node. And once you break the highest volume node, you usually fall to the next one. This means we could move all the way back to the upside if we can maintain. All right. It's all about support or resistance now, though. Bring this up a little bit locally, 63,670. And look, just quick rejection there, no love. Crazy. And it's very unpredictable price action, too. But it was spot on until it wasn't. Dang. That was a break back inside the pattern, but it was too fast to even really react. Now you have to say that the move is now. See, once you break out, now you're back inside. Even if you didn't get a chance to hang out, you have to take this as you're back inside the pattern, and you're going to want to continue to dump again. So now you have to say you're going to 63,250 now. Like, that's what's going to happen. And then you lost the high volume node. So they toyed with enough people to make them long this, possibly. Now they're going to shred them up again. Again, you see, I did not open up a live trade. It's Saturday night. They're going to go after the shorts and longs pretty viciously. The 1 minute did lose the 200 here. That was an indication to short the market, though. It's almost like it's such a beautiful signal. Lose the 200, open up a short. Gain the 200, open up a long. Like, it's amazing how strong of a signal it is on such a small time frame. So I see us headed back down now to 63,250 because we're back inside the pattern. Yeah, baby, you said long. I did say we were long. But you have to understand, once you break back inside a pattern, you have to then take the fact that that's going to make it to the measured move of the next pattern. And then you lost the high volume node, you're going to continue to fall to the value area lows. Just how it is. I don't know why I don't make the rules. We tried to invert it. We tried to get a nice bullish div, inverted head and shoulder, but it wasn't strong enough for the bullet, for the, right here. Previous support. So, and then it's all about support or resistance. The bounce right there, resistance right there. We could not break that. And now they sell us off, right? And now you can see us headed to the next target like we're supposed to be. Crazy. Base the boss man, Benja. I don't know what he's saying there. Ooh, it's crunching ice. Doesn't that hurt you? No, Jason. You have to remember, I'm a cyborg, man. My teeth are made of metal and titanium. So, I'm not a regular human, bro. Like you, man, Headed lower though. Was there a bearish div on the smaller time frame? Was there a hidden bearish div? Interesting hidden bearish divergence. Swing up to swing up while this swung down. In the trend, that's hidden bearish divergence. It really is. Plays out like hidden bullish. Boy, just upside down, you know? But that swung up while that swung down while the trend was moving. A bit of hidden bear, you know, and we don't talk about hidden bearish a lot because you don't see it as much. No more crushing ice. I'm sorry about that. Price trying to reach. Shout out to Jason in the house. God bless you, Jason. Thank you for being here. Blessings on blessings to be alive. Let's take a look at PNG. All right, Pangolin on next C. Wow, so we talked about Pangolin breaking out. I didn't like it was in a descending triangle, but it was also a beautiful double bottom, and Pangolin's hot. And look at Pangolin did get the move with Bitcoin from 43 all the way back up to 52, 54 actually. Nice move. And Pangolin's now out of that, you know, long-term resistance. So I like that. And look, this big resistance node there, bring it down to this area. As long as Pangolin can stay above 50, you know, and it is psychological, but 50 cents. It's away from the 21-day moving average. The daily's a little overbought. Look for Pangolin to likely reset here, but if it can make a flag above 50, then that would be a nice move. I would just wait for that with an alert set and watch Pangolin pretty closely. My alerts are interesting. I like to put a vertical line and just right-click the line and let price action cross the line. All right. If you're in a trade, can you add more money once you're in the long? Yeah, you can just add the same trade, depending. I usually would change my stop loss and entry though, because the entry's different now. All right. You desire to move to Florida. Don't say you want. It'll never happen. But if you desire to do something, it'll happen to me. It'll happen pretty fast. Use the word desire for want and watch your life change. Desire things, don't want them. Want tells the universe you don't have it and creates more lack. So you're like, I want a girlfriend. It means you don't have a girlfriend. And then it says that you live without it just creates lack. I know it's hard under, but if you say, I desire to have a beautiful woman in my life that I cherish and love and would like to start a family with, that's completely different. Then things will start moving in your favor, right? So your use of language, even when you manifest what you want in your life, is super important. I know people don't realize that. And having control over your mind is super important. All right? Not letting your mind go wherever it wants. Having an actual control over your thoughts throughout the day. Maintaining discipline, thought discipline. Something I didn't have for years and let my mind roam around. And, now that I stay more disciplined, I can monetize the brain better, right? It makes more sense, right? It all comes together. Anyway, R. Oh, which one of this was on Mexi? Oh, there it is, Pirate Chain. I remember when this first came out a long time ago. All right, so there on April 8th, it started to pump too from 20 cents all the way back up to 59. This is an old privacy chain coin, right? Now it's in a beautiful, a little bit of a cup and handle here for our chain. And the daily's very bullish. And it has hidden bullish divergence. Like this is swinging down overall while this swings up. Which tells me there's some move coming and the MACD wants to turn. You pull your Fibonacci and you came right down to the golden pocket. I mean, you can't beat that. The 6 Juanita, says my man J Casp. Jaka. I'm Sapri. He's Jaka. There's Toe Crow. Wow. And there the music is quiet. There it is. Just like that. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in. Sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. First intermission has 4 minutes and 41 seconds left. The Bruins, 0-0. Measured move would take you to 81 cent for Pirate Chain. Right? Me mateys. So, babe, I told you, I'm a cop. I played a fireman. It doesn't matter, babe. I can do it. I've done it all. I was with Will Fowler the other day. And we put all our money in Gala. I told Tom not to do FTX. I told him that kid with the curly hair was shady. He didn't listen to me. He didn't listen. He said it was fine. I said, Tommy, what are you doing? You got to represent Boston the right way. You got to go to Gala. You got to get into Gala with me and The Rock. He said, no, I'm going with FTX. I'm going with FTX, Maki. You don't know what you're talking about. I got this, kid. I got this like I got my 6 rings. I'm going all the way. And I said, Tommy, you can't do this. That kid with the curly hair makes me feel strange. Don't put your money over there. He didn't care. He put it all in there. That's why his wife, it was a mess. Now it's a mess now. Tommy, I told you not to go into that stuff. All right? I played a cop. I played a fireman. It doesn't matter. I can get it done. I'm Maki Wahlberg. I was Dirk Diggler. And it doesn't matter. Hey, Lois, I think I'm going to grow a beard. Hey, why do you always have to do these silly jokes, huh? Changing your voice around, making people think you're a weirdo. Huh? Sam, just be yourself, all right? You don't have to be anybody else. If you can't be, you try to be like Peter Griffin. You're trying to be like all these people. You have no idea what you're talking about, Sam. You're out of your mind. Just shut up and do this. Just shut up like my son Chris and do the chats. Hey, Lois, I think I'm going to grow a beard. Hey, Crypto Billy. Why are you always on the stream with your little funny faces you're making there, huh? You think you're funny, huh? You think you're funny, Crypto Billy, huh? Why don't you come to Quahog, huh? Hang out. Have a few beers. Eh? Oh, man. Peter, man. Stay in your hole, man, and get away from me. Get out of my mind, Peter. Let me be Sam. Let me be me. No, you got to be Mark Wall. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, right? Anyway, I desire more people to hit that like button. Amen. It's okay. That like button's amazing. Shout out to the 892 beautiful souls in the live. 426 likes, $24.84. You know, this stream's never been the most popular stream, but one night it was amazing. It was pumping so hard. I think it was one of my biggest streams. So, you know what? I just have faith in the Saturday morning. When the market was rallying, Saturday morning was hot. It was hot. When Bitcoin was pumping, when Bitcoin pumps back 90K, people are going to be, the stream's going to be hot again, right? It's going to be we'll get to 3,000, maybe 4,000, maybe even higher. You never know on concurrent viewers. So it's the life of a streamer, you know? It goes up and down. Good night. Can't take a few minutes to check GFI and AERO. Appreciate you. Shout out to my man ZZ with the $10 super chat. Appreciate that. Sam is in the standing position. Yes. Are you in any positions? Yes, I'm standing right now. Yeah. Thank you. Put 'em ching. I'm in over 100 positions. Yes, I'm in many. But join my weekly screen share if you want to know my positions. Seriously. And that's me and my wife's, that's me and my wife's, personal information. It's none of yours. Are my positions. That's what, She knows the positions. All right. You don't need to know my positions. I love all positions. This dude's stupid, man. Wow, nasty little dump for Bitcoin and hit the target again, right where we talked about we were going to go. And then WICT came right back up. Struggling in Dublin. And now it's back inside the pattern now. Or no, it's almost back inside the pattern. It's battling this key area. 63,250. It breaks 60. Basically, how you know it's back in, it breaks 63,000. And then it drops to this bigger area here, which is 62,000 even. I didn't look BOOKMAP yet because it seems to eat all the bandwidth. All right. But we'll break out BOOKMAP here towards the end of the show. We're not done yet, though. Don't worry. Always protect your assets, peeps. And everybody, I want to talk about something. A guy lost $68 million in Bitcoin, sending it to the wrong address yesterday. He got phished. The guy knew his address, and he made it look just like it. Always send a small amount first. You're about to send 100 grand, send 5 grand first. You're about to send 5,000, send 200. I'm not a financial advisor, nothing I say and do, but if you're out here in cryptocurrency, send a small amount first of the crypto and then send a larger amount later on, please. Please. I desire my arms and biceps to be as thick as my thighs, like Sammy's. Yeah, you want to be thick, man. I've been eating a lot too lately, though. I've been eating a lot. You got to get the back, too. It's all about, you want to get the, you got to get the back up. Get the traps up. I'm also a 40-year-old man. You get this 40-year-old man strength when you hit 40. There's something about it. your thumbs get thicker and your hands get wider and you just get this, you become a man. When you hit 40, you become a man, you know. All those moving boxes, you're funny, man. It's all about the traps. What's your thoughts on Kendrick Drake beef? I don't care. That has nothing to do with my life. I'm all about the dad ball. Someone accidentally sent me $50, right? Hey, surf and turf all day in Florida, right? Amen. I guess one could figure that person would try and send something to the wallet before sending 68 mil. I know, right? But he didn't. He messed up. Another thing, don't keep all your money on an exchange. Stop getting lazy. Look at the coins you have on your exchange. Ask yourself, could you handle it if someday you couldn't access them because you don't own them? The exchange does. Not your keys, not your cryptocurrency. And if that's something you could, you would be devastated. You got to start asking yourself, well, what could I do? You could, well, not every coin I don't get a wallet that takes these coins. Okay. So you know what you do? You get yourself a Trezor. You get yourself a MetaMask wallet. You attach it to there and you send your coins to the MetaMask wallet. And you only use that wallet to hold long-term projects. You don't use that address to do airdrops or other you know what I mean? You can always make a new wallet to do that. You can even, once you send everything, write down the past, the seed phrase and put it away. Buy a little laptop, like buy a $300 laptop just for that and put MetaMask on it and put that laptop in a safe. You know what I mean? Like there's so many ways to do this the right way and just make sure you don't have all your coins on an exchange. Please, I'm telling you right now, I don't care if it's Mexi, I don't care what it is. Make sure you don't have all your money on an exchange. All right. Shout out to iTrust Capital, the channel sponsor. We appreciate you and we love you. Buy and sell cryptocurrency, gold and silver with your IRA. You can't do this anywhere else. I'm telling you right now. Also, they're redundant with how they keep your cryptocurrency safe. You won't find a better place to store it and have it more secure, in my humble opinion. It isn't your crypto at the end of the day. I get it, but it's the next best thing. And they're protected. They're regulated by the United States. You know what I mean? This is a legit company here that you're dealing with. One of the best places you could buy cryptocurrency. And when you're done, you can get the Bitcoin. Like say you had 10 Bitcoin in an account and you made it and you wanted to take it out. They'll send you the actual Bitcoin. And to get the ETF, they have to transfer that back to money and then and then you'd have to buy Bitcoin. So you never really actually own Bitcoin long term. These are key things. You can buy Solana here. You can buy Avalanche, Polkadot, Chainlink, even some smaller coins like Shiba Inu and Sushi, and even gold and silver too. You can't beat this. Check it out. Buy and sell crypto and gold and silver with your IRA 24 hours a day, 365 too. The ETF doesn't run on the weekend. So if you were allocating to the ETF and Bitcoin took a dip, you can't get it. All right. But if it happened here, you could. So these are just really interesting ideas that I got to keep bringing up. Right. And wow, the dumpage. So we witnessed massive, good volatility. Like you can't pump without a dump. But now look, it says we're going lower back to 62,800 and the dump is real. We just keep dumping to the downside. It all started when the 200 SMA on the 1 minute time frame lost the sauce here. And that's been the beginning of a dump. And then we found bear flags each time that presented more opportunities to the downside. We saw this inverted head and shoulder. We got a little bit of a pump. It looked like we may get a move, but it seemed like it enticed some longs just to get them more slopped out and slammed out. Let's take a look here at what's happening on BOOKMAP and find out where we go for BOOKMAP. BOOKMAP suggests we go lower. There's no liquidity, but back down to $53,000. Interesting. There was so much liquidity either way. It was a lot different earlier today. And when we zoom in, you can see we have now we have liquidity at 67. We didn't have that before. We got liquidity at 64.4 and we got one at 61.2. All right. So I just zoomed in like too early. We still got a guy at 54,000, but I've seen that happen and never hit it. But it says we might hit 61.2 before we go and grab up the top liquidity. Where is the closest big red? The closest red is above us though at 64.7, so it may not be over here. We may get a bounce back to the upside. This may just be a liquidity grab, because the weekend doesn't have a lot of volume. And I wouldn't be surprised if look, here's another really strong bullish divergence. This one's really strong. See that? So now what you want to see is this. Let me bug your mind out again. And it's how fast you can change your brain. How fast can you flip? How fast can you make that move? It's a game of chess. How quick can you be in this game of chess, Because Can we make an inverted head and shoulder here and break back up to the upside? Does it turn into an ascending triangle, and can we move on out? So look how crazy volatile it is tonight. Like, if you're not in and out, if you don't plan your trade's up, then down, and you might get emotional. I could definitely see people panic selling, panic buying. If you don't know what you're doing, you went in and out and lost tons of money and didn't just let the trade ride, right? I'm also a 40-year-old man. You get this 40-year-old man strength when you hit 40. Something about it. Our thumbs get thicker. Our hands get wider. You just get this. You become a man when you hit 40. It's true, man. There's something about it. Because when I was older, remember, you know, like your hockey coach would come in and like you just see his hand. He had this like old man. There's something about his hand. And it's this older man hand thing that goes on. I can't explain it. This is slight money printer. Yes, it is. Away from the 21, getting moved away. You know, but again, it's still, we have heavy resistance now for Bitcoin at 63,350. And look, we hit my level, 63,240, just like I said we would. We came right to the area, right? And because we lost the volume area high and we broke down. It all made sense. I remember, all got started by my telltale symbol when we lost the 200 on the 1 minute time frame. All right, I go over this every day. All right. Birthday says I'm older than Sam, but in the best and biggest shape of my life. Amen. Something about Tesla options, ABT, GFI, and Aerodrome. Let's take a look at ABT. ARC block protocol. Remember, we have a fair value gap up there too that may get filled. So I talked about ARC block doing numbers and hitting this key level at 376, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I had a photographic memory of 376 in my mind. And we hit that. I called that back in mid-March, right? Late, you know, 2/3 through March the 20th. So now what? What do I see happening for ARC block? Well, we have this beautiful resistance. We have some support here, and we're oversold on the 3 hour. Let's take my 4 hour. Okay. On the daily. So the daily's pretty overbought away for the 21. Each time we've done this, we've come back to the 21. Back to the 21. So it tells me that this is likely coming back to the 21-day moving average. It could get elongated and never lose the previous supportive resistance. That would be key. So if I was going to trade ARC block, I wouldn't jump in right now. I'd wait for it to cool off. Pull out a Fibonacci, and maybe it comes to the 618 on a wick. See what happens to Bitcoin. If Bitcoin can hold key levels, if Bitcoin dumps, then you could get, you know, some better prices possibly for ARC block. But it's been hot regardless. Look at this thing. It does not care. It's been ripping since January, and it's on fire. It was 22 cents. The thing went all the way to 376. It just hit its all-time high. It's in what's called price discovery as we speak. But again, my moving averages tell me, oh my God. Look like children of the corn, for crying out loud. Creeping me out. You going to bed? I don't know what's going on. I love you so much. Give me another hug. Alright? Or maybe we go to the beach tomorrow. Alright? Sunday's family day. I love you, Summer. God bless you. She was like, that just scared me out. Dang, listen to how you explain using different ways of token and coin storage. Got my head spinning. I really got to learn more tech stuff. It's not that hard, man. It's really not that difficult, too. All right. You're funny. Super chat. Something about GFI and AERO. Let's hang out, party at the Lifers. Shout out to Jamal Antonio. Come on over. If my wife wasn't such a square, no, I shouldn't say. My wife isn't. She likes to chill. She likes to chill. But she could be a party pooper. Like, I had to party all night. She's like, all right, it's time to go now. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, it's time to party all night long. Like, you know what I mean? What did you say? Oh my God. Oh my God, it's 333. Look, this thing is at 333. Right in this all happening right now. I got caught at the 3333333. People said party over at your at the Lifer's house, and I thought if people came over right now, like, you wouldn't be happy about people coming over at 9:30 at night, like. But yeah, exactly. But I said I like to party all night, but you don't. I'm like, you can be a square. But then I said that's not true. Like, my wife likes to party. She likes it to end at a certain level, and I want to party all night long. I know. Oh my God, I love you, babe. I love you. Oh my God, I just got clowned by my wife, man. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. I get the TN learning is much more easier now listening to you. But the tech stuff, I need to do it more. I guess practice it more. You'll be fine, man. Busted, Crypto Billy, man. Oh, man. Well, he's sleeping on the couch. Hey, it's a nice couch. All right. It's in a twosie. Little reclining white leather Natuzzi. Natuzzi editions. And Natuzzi editions, we don't cover that. We only do a Natuzzi Natalia. Man. Sorry. I'm just... I got this right here. I believe. I got this couch right here. $3,200 couch. Here's the problem with the couch. We wanted it to have the middle to be reclining. So we added that with, I think, an extra, whatever. Wow, you can get it for $1,300. Oh, yeah. I was about to say, you can get it for $1,300. No. But what happens now is it's hard to get these buttons because it's so tight. And then when you move this one moves. And then it's hard to put it back in. And it kind of doesn't act right. It's kind of weird, to be honest. Anyway, but I'll be sleeping on this tonight probably, so it'll be all right. It's not the worst. It's white though. That's like a manila. These also recline. You have two reclining buttons, one for this and one for your head. Pretty nice. It's a nice couch. It's a nice couch. Ooh, look, 2,700. Interesting. Bigger house too now. Congratulations on the new baby in the new house. Florida is a good place. Still, I hope we can keep it that way. I believe it's the longest things will stay better here. And look, 333 and it's gone. That was crazy, right? And is Bitcoin getting that bounce? Wait, let me see here. No, we're going to 63,000 now. It's crazy to get this nasty sell-off on a Saturday night. That I would be here for the dumpage. You think more people would be here for the dumpage? More people aren't realizing what's happening. Bitcoin is getting just completely clobbered. Look, divergences are just getting completely negated. Acting like they never happened. Just complete sell-off. I wouldn't trust price action on a Saturday night. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't be surprised if I wake up tomorrow and we're somewhere up into the clouds. But at the same time, we saw this was a symmetrical triangle. I take away a lot of I got a lot of lines here because we were on smaller time frames. You take away the moving averages and you look at this, that's a fair value gap, but we're so far now. Wow, from that fake out inverted head and shoulder in the nasty dump to the downside. Just interesting to see how fast price action moves. And so look, you dump, you come back to the 21. You dump, you come back to the 21. You dump. Now, eventually, you're just going to be too far away. The 21 will get too far away, and you're going to have to get some type of pullback. sometimes, even if the reversal's not amazing, you should reverse at least back up to 63,375 at one point. But wow, this is like, you know, this is a heavier dump than normal, especially for a Saturday night. You know, it's rare. This is a nasty dump. I have this sofa in gray. It's a nice sofa. Nice short. Sam dumped on us to fund the Epic Sarasota 99 pizza party. To fund the, yeah. Let's go, baby. Yeah, that's what I did, yeah. Is it me or does it seem that price action when it dumps is so much faster than, when it dumps so fast. Like, shorts make money immediately. When you start shorting, you make money so much quicker than when you long. It's like, boom. It's just like, brah. You have to be quicker when you short. Yes, that's a very good point. Mega bullish. Honestly, if it wasn't for my wife, I'd invite a bunch of people over tonight and we'd hang out till like, you know. But again, my community probably wouldn't like that. Right? I'm a community guy now, right? You're in a gated community. Once you join a gated community, it's like you got to be careful, right? You got to respect the gated community. You got to respect everybody's rights in the community. You got to be quiet. People in gated communities like, quiet. Hot pocket. Nice and quiet. Eat your hot pockets without yelling. Let's look at GFI has been asked in the super chats by a special lifer. And shout out to all the channel funding in the super chats. We love you. We appreciate you for that. Let's shout out anyone that gave fan funding today here on the channel. We got RC Moore for $199. I'm long 107X. I hope you win. It looks like you may not have won though with what happened. 62.8. We definitely are coming for you. I'm here all the time. Can I be a moderator? RC Moore. Let's talk more. But that's like my moderators are the people who decide who's going to be a moderator. I don't do that. Hey, Lever, can you please check PNG? I got people that got people for that, okay? Cheers, Sam. May we check our spicy one? Thank you for saying that. It does look pretty good. I bought a Tesla call option. I paid $5K premium and went up $2K in profits in my account at $2K after selling before expiration. Or $7K. I'm confused. I don't trade options. I don't know. Can you check out Tone, please? T-Food. XCN to the moon. My love, my man. Love God. You love that XCN. Wow. Could you look at Art Block? We looked at that. Saturday night, take a view into GFI and AERO. Thank you. Is ONDO in a diamond pattern? Interesting. So, Tone, XCN, ONDO. So, GFI. I talked about gobbling up GFI whenever it's below $3 in these areas. If it comes back down, I'm all about it. But to me, it definitely broke out of the falling wedge. And, you know, let's just see it come down and bounce here and consolidate. Maybe shoulder, right shoulder. But this is hot, and I'm all about it. So I like GFI still in what I call the accumulation range. Even if it came back down to the 786 at 250, anywhere between 250 and 325 is a steal. Right now, it's a little overpriced for me. I'd like it a little lower if possible. So I stopped DCAing. If it comes down, I'll gobble it again. Tone, T-Food, an oldie but goodie. You used to trade this thing back and forth a lot more. And here it is on CoinEx. T-Food slammed to the ground. Lower than I've ever seen it. I have seen this as kind of like your Adam and Eve. See that your little Adam and Eve, but it doesn't always play out as such. I'd have to see this break above its 200 MA on the daily, and then maybe, just maybe, we can start to get some fireworks. But I don't know. This thing looks like a forgotten project that's been beat to the ground, I'll be honest. I'd probably move on from this thing. I would have sold it a long time ago when the rest of the market was ripping and this wasn't. I moved on. Like, remember Casper? Everyone was all about it. And I cut it off. I was like, why? I mean, I saw the market, you know, a few coins 2x'd. I cut it off way early. Like, I didn't wait for the market to rip. And I said, you know, if the whole market rips and your coin doesn't, there's something going on there, right? And look what I did. Look at a smart man I am, right? I dumped this thing. It pumped up to 5, came down. Somewhere around here, I dumped it all. And I said, I'm done long-term. I'm not long-term with this anymore. Like, I'm done. Like, there's a while where I liked Casper and Caspa, but I gave up on this project. When you look at the market and you hold 50, 60 coins and 45 of your 50 coins are absolutely ripping, you got to look at those 5 coins and look at them and just start cutting them off. And there was something about, I won't say it anymore because I think it's rude, but it was just, I made a decision to not invest in this project, and I'm really happy I did, because it would have stolen a lot of time and money from me, because, and that money went to good use into way other projects. So Octo Gaming, a lot of people like this project. It seems to have some buzz. Let's talk about it. It's starting to kind of get into the sweet spot for me personally. It's in that golden pocket, the 618. It's got a beautiful falling wedge. And it just peaked out, and the 2-day chart says it wants to run. So if you believe in this project, this is where you dollar cost average. 100%. 100%. This could be actually a really interesting, this could play out. This could be an opportunity really worth sinking. This is what I like to do. And we've known about this project for a while. We know it's hot in gaming. We know it's interesting. We know it's still small cap enough to make some big gains. It's kind of get this that emerging cup and handle. It came back to a 618 golden pocket. It's got the hidden bullish divergence because this, you know it has hidden bullish. It goes hand in hand, but it's got, almost exaggerated hidden bullish, but it's got hidden bullish. The stochastics want to move. The RSI wants to come on up. And again, if Bitcoin takes a massive dump, I feel like this might just fall down. But if Bitcoin can consolidate somewhat and hold it down, we're watching 63,000 here just kind of sit sideways. And who knew Saturday night tonight was going to be heavily volatile, but it is. After that daily close, such a strong move, we seem to be getting rejected at the highs of the bigger channel. And the small time frames are now telling us, that we didn't want to get above our key levels. So you see, I use the big time frame to see where we're at. I use the small time frames for confirmation. They give you the confirmation faster because they're smaller. So they'll lose their 200 SMAs before the other ones. So this looks interesting to me. I like it. There's just a little high risk now for Bitcoin playing games again. It looked like we were almost out of the water. It gave people too many we're fine. We're going to take a look at our fear and greed index and see what's happening there too as well. BRITT, some low cap gem. I'm going to move away from it right now. I appreciate that you like it, but I'm not into it right now, okay? Too low cap for me. Right, it's on Bitmart. I don't even, you know what I mean? So right now, I got to step away from that. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude. I appreciate your super chat. But I don't know, man. And I don't know if it's this coin, that coin. I mean, you said USD. I saw it. It could be. And I appreciate your super chat. But it's too young for me to be, So now you're going to look for consolidation yet again. If you keep getting consolidation, you're going to dump, and your target's going to take you to 62,670. So, again, I'm not saying we can't shoulder head and bring and this looks like a beautiful divergence that we're going to have to play out now. It's actually a pretty nice div. There's your swing down. This could be your reversal finally. It's really strong divergence. I get at least back to the 200 SMA. So I see a reversal coming now based off this div. Finally, the div is strong enough. It has to be strong enough, and it's pretty strong div. Is ONDO in a diamond pattern? Asked by Crypto Plumber, who was eating chocolate in bed. Let's take a look here at ONDO. What kind of chocolate? Is it cashews and chocolate? I just always wonder. I love chocolate. I drank chocolate milk today, which I normally don't. But whenever I'm in the supermarket, I broke down and I drank chocolate milk. Wow, 8 minutes left, still 0-0 in this game 7. It's a nail biter here in Boston, right? Crazy. 4 on 5, 21 seconds left for the power play by the Bruins. They can't seem to get it in, though. 5 seconds left. Toronto has killed the power play. Tough times to be alive. I'm just messing around, But, I'd love to see the Bruins kind of shake this stigma where they're so good during the regular season, but we just seem to struggle so hard. And so, ONDO's that coin that a lot of people just keep talking about, and I just keep accumulating ONDO. And I see what you're saying with the diamond pattern in the bottom, out the bottom, and I'm with you on that idea. But it looks like it was a diamond here, and I feel like it already played out. It came in the top, kind of half broke out the side. You could try to say ONDO's here, but it came in, and are we gonna pump out? You know, so we kind of came in from the top, even though it doesn't look amazing. Can we pump out the top? I do see the diamond though. And to be more clear, I'm going to show everyone what he's talking about. Like I can see it without even thinking about it, right? But so this is what's called a diamond pattern, and it does have diamond vibes. But to me, it came in from the bottom, so it should break out the top. I mean, it came in from the top. So wherever the diamond gets broken into, it should break out of. So it comes in from the bottom, it should break out the bottom. It breaks in from the top. I look at it more as this symmetrical triangle here, and you can see that ONDO's stuck on the daily. Is overbought on the daily though, and sad enough could not get above resistance at 83 cents. And if ONDO dumps, I mean, it has the measured move to the downside. It's now in a 50-50 pattern that could go either way. And you can see we lose the gap in the VRVP. And if ONDO comes down to 47 cents, that would be the premier place to gobble some ONDO up. I'd probably double my ONDO stack if we did end up down there. It just would be the smarter version. All right, so something to think about. Shout out to Blowfin. Blowfin launched they were the first decentralized exchange to do Gummy. They got Gummy going, and they're going to add more spot, and they have futures trading here. Check out Blowfin, where whales are made. All right. Dex Screener, great place to kind of research your coins. I like Dex Screener. You know, Bitcoin's struggling. I'll be honest with you. Like, and we've done a lot of crazy inside and out TA. It's starting to get mushy. It's late at night. That's when I kind of start pulling back. But it did get the reversal off the bullish div, but then could not get back above 63,250. Now that's your next resistance point, and now it's going to play that game, right? And now you're overbought. You come back in, and then you just make your dump. You say, "Oh, we're in a rising wedge." Bear flag. Dump right back down again and defy the divergence, which seems to be happening. I believe the divergence is so strong, it's going to be the bottom for the night, but you never know. From what I've, and this is what I believe, but from what I've seen in my lifetime, I wouldn't be surprised if this is our nightly bottom. All right. But you never know. It was an amazing live stream. I am going to kind of shut it down here for the night. We're going to take an AERO drone, and then we're going to be out of here for the night. Okay. Hope you enjoyed your Saturday. If you work really hard, you know, rest those muscles, rest your, you know, take a bubble bath. I'm all about the baths, you know. So I really think hot water is just, I don't know, I love it. You know, it calms me down. For me, it's really what I like. But anyway, you do you. But that jacuzzi life is nice, man. Especially when it's not like you know, it's not some hotel jacuzzi where like 1,000 people are in there and there's bacteria everywhere. Like jacuzzis are cool when they're yours, right? That's why I got this thing, like no kids in the jacuzzi. Like I don't want 2-3-year-old kids in the jacuzzi, man. You know what I mean? I don't even want the swim diaper. And little kids, they want to get in the jacuzzi. I'm just like, nah, like it's not for the kids. I'm going to put a sign up, no kids in the jacuzzi. And everyone thinks I'm real mean for doing that. I think some people think I am, but I'm just like, nah, you know. Look, nice reversal for Bitcoin back to 63,220. And look, we got so much liquidity above us. And we got some buy zones at 61,000. I mean, it's okay. It's not the worst in the world. It's sad that we got the pullback from 64,000 tonight, but it's not the worst, right? AERO drone's hot to me, all right? You guys know I started getting in at 30 and 39 cents, and I've never looked back. This coin's been hot. It pulled back right to the 618, which was the 80, and we talked about this, right? And then we could see that there was heavy support at 85 cents. That was like this, like right here, this level here. That was basically right below the golden pocket. And we wicked right to that area, and then we bounced all the way back up to like a high of about 135. And now we're sitting pretty. Do we continue out the zone is the question. If Bitcoin gets rejected, this will too. You want to see AERO break above the level that I'd watch really closely is 135. You break above 135, use that as support, boom, you're gone. And then I believe a new all-time high is coming, and then 248 isn't that far away. Where do I get 248? It's this measured move. It's just this impulse, that second impulse, and that's just kind of your leg. To me, that would be like 1, 2, 3, I don't know. That's just how and I could be wrong, but that's how I see it for AERO drone. Okay. Everybody, thank you so much for a beautiful live stream. It was absolutely wonderful. It was amazing. I had a really good time. I'm happy everyone that was here was here. All right. 2 jacuzzis, one for the kids, one for the adults. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not good. Can I wear my blue jeans? No, you cannot. In the jacuzzi? No. No, definitely not. Jacuzzis for the kids. The kids don't have a hard life. Exactly. They can play in the pool all night long. We heat the pool for them. You know what I mean? You're funny, man. Big love, bro. Happy Sunday. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. And I thank you so much for being here. I'll see you tomorrow in the morning. Remember, early morning live stream, like 7, 8 in the morning. I'm early on Sundays because I like to dedicate the whole day to my family. And so remember, and then we're back at it again for the weekly candle close. No lag tonight. No issues. Everything was spot on. Obviously, no one else is using the internet late at night on a Saturday. So, but blessings on blessings, everybody. Thank you for being here. We made it through another awesome live stream. And we're pushing through no matter what. We will get that business line hooked up. And everything's going to be peachy clean. So, but again, no lag. I can't believe we had a perfect live stream because even this morning we got the Bruce Lee lag out of nowhere. I really believed it was YouTube. A lot of times Saturday, I think they do maintenance on Saturday mornings. Every once in a while, I'll get a Saturday morning stream that everything's fine. Like I know I'm sending 48 kilobits and they're telling me I'm sending 27 kilobits. You know what I mean? Well, look, we got no notifications the entire stream. If you hit here, we had no notifications, not one drop frame, said the indication. So unbelievable. Things are going well, and we're back at it again. All right. That's the pool. All right. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you again. Hey, you never know. I might do a members only live stream from the jacuzzi. You never know. In about half an hour. Depends. If my wife's awake and wants to talk, I'll talk. But if I'm alone and I feel like talking, maybe we'll hang out. Right. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll check you out tomorrow. God bless. Thank you so much. We'll end with this. Remember, the secret to success is getting started. What are you going to start right now, tomorrow, this week? Change your life. Shout out to my buddy Ray, man. Love you, Ray. God bless you and your family, man. All 4 of those lovely kids and your wife. Stay blessed, brother. Thank you for everything. When you live in love, you cannot be denied.